15, 16.
Shine down! Huh? Ah! Final warning! There is no escape! I'm going in! Inazuma shines eternal! Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
Yep, you're right.
I'll think.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
Think about it.
Rebooting.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice? Time to shine! Illusion shattered! Into the frozen void! Absurd!
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors!
Now you shall perish! Embrace your searing reckoning!
Time to shine!
Who dares? Call me a witch!
I never asked for redemption.
Never. Shine down!
Toodaloo.
Illusion shattered! Absurd!
Inferior.
Inazuma shines eternal! Sweeps the land!
Let's rebuild. I summon thee.
There is no escape! Pathetic. Weak. Be gone! Torn to oblivion! Be gone! Pathetic.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Shine down! Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
Settle down.
Perish! Torn to oblivion! Inferior! Shine down! Witness
Be sanctified.
final calamity! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! Eternity is in my hand!
tentacles! All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. Watch out! Hey there! Scarlet! My name, Echoing Song! Doesn't count! Coming at ya!
All kindness has consumed away. My blade is all that remains.
Torn to oblivion!
Dragon cloud converge.
It's been a while since our last adventure. Let's go to the Forest of Blessings and take a look.
Here's your 2 magic tonics.
Why, thank you, young lady. And might I add that you're looking quite lovely today. Jean, come on, take a seat and let's have a drink. I ordered one for you as well.
But is this really appropriate? I mean...
Still worried about Clee? Relax. Albedo's with her. She'll be fine.
Kaya and Master Jean! What are you two doing here?
Oh, look who it is. The Traveler and Paimon. You must be the pleasant surprise that Miss Alice told us about.
Greetings to you both. This is one place I didn't expect to run into you two.
The locals here have been talking non-stop about some brave heroes who saved the world. Let me guess. You two have been up to your old tricks.
Well, not just us. We only played a small part. You could say we were 2 members of the Heroes Adventure Team.
Still sounds mighty impressive to me. As ever, our honorary knight is making us proud wherever they roam.
That's right. We received a letter of invitation from Miss Alice, proposing that we take Clee for a vacation in Fairyland when work dies down.
I wasn't sure what she meant by fairyland at first, but if my eyes are not deceiving me, she was being quite literal.
Clee ran off excitedly as soon as we arrived. I'm a little worried about her, but Albedo insisted he would look after her while we do our own thing.
We could hardly say no to such a considerate offer, so I took it upon myself to bring Jean to the nearest tavern we could find.
Any excuse for a drink, huh?
Well, we are on vacation. It's only fair that we get to indulge ourselves a little.
You're right. I should make an effort to relax and unwind. It's what Miss Alice would want, after all.
Oh, wait, Kaya? What exactly did you order from the bar?
The house special, of course. Best way to get a taste of the local culture. Why are you making that face, Paimon?
Nothing. I was just perpetually amused by your lifestyle, that's all. Go on, drink up.
Something tells me I need to tread carefully here. Let's see, it's got a lovely color, but how about the taste?
I think maybe I'll pass. But it's such a shame to waste it.
All right, Paimon. Well played.
Well, Paimon got burned too, if it's any consolation. It's nothing personal.
Oh, by the way, we weren't the only ones who got invited here. I saw Kale earlier. She didn't see me, though. She was making a beeline for that big tree.
The Kingdom of Breezes and Bells, you mean? Oh, this is turning into a huge reunion! Maybe we should go say hi to her!
All right. Well, give her my regards.
Thank you.
The structure of the tree houses here is nothing short of amazing. I have to write it down so I can tell Master Tang. Hey, Kale! You scared me. Traveler and Paimon? You got invited here too? Yep. Well, oh, yeah. I'm trying to observe. Once a forest ranger, always a what? Over there, by the giant footprint. Have those houses always been there? Oh, those? The local flying squirrels told me. Oh, that supposedly have to. Yep, you got. Now that you mention it, oh no. They mentioned some stuff along the lines of past. I only just got. Oh, thank goodness. Are you looking for the? Yeah, he's in. No way. Really? No. I've got to save it for next time. For now, I've got to make the most out of my time in this wonderful world. Oh, there's no rush. Just take it slow and enjoy yourself. Oh, Mr. Well, right now, you make a good. Shall we go pay a visit to the Metropole Travel? Oh, right. By the way, something pretty interesting. Sounds good. We'll find some time in our. Of course.
What? Are my eyes deceiving me? There is no way. I can't.
Hey, Mona! We heard you muttering from a long way away. What's up? Oh, is your
Oh, it's you, the saviors of this world. Look at this statue.
What? Is it broken or something? Looks fine to Paimon.
I refuse to believe it. When she was younger. She can't hear me, can she? I swear I just got chills down my spine.
Either way, it's probably a little rude to tell. But how do you know it's a statue of her if you never saw her as a young woman?
I did a quick scry when I came into this world, and when I saw the stars' reflections, I was at a loss for words. It a projection of, or in layman's terms, basically the creator.
Still sounds pretty.
The more I scried, the more familiar everything looked. I also asked the locals about her. They call her she who has dominion over the stars and the. Not that I'm surprised in.
Oh, so Mona, have you seen a small?
Ah, you mean the most people?
Oh, okay.
One moment.
Cool. One.
I think I'll sit this one.
We'll be off now. See.
Osvaldo Hafnavines! Does thou see what I am seeing?
Your eyes see.
Very well. Then, as sovereign...
Who did you just call?
What main fraud?
Pleasure to meet you too.
Now you're.
Heck, Mini Durin! Found you at last!
Oh, great, Mr. Honorary Knight!
Greetings. You both look well.
Hey there,
Yup, love...
I've been taking Klee to see all the sights. It's.
Yeah, Mom's... So... Big brother? Wow. Thank you, Klee. Can I go play with Klee?
Suit yourself.
Albedo Cannon?
Go on.
Yay! Come on, Mini Durin!
What main Fräulein means to.
Hooray!
Oh, me too.
To return to our previous discussion.
I heard beat.
Since you're so arch.
Is she saying that?
I only heard it in a.
Understood. Durin's heart. To start with, plan for every. I am well aware of Durin's past. And I sincerely, if the prophecy is true, endurance, if you understand.
Kind of?
And so,
Huh? What's this got?
you save the if there is any meaning to be read into the actions of the fate of this if there enough to be sure.
Albedo! There's a flying paper.
Sure. Please give my suggestion some thought, Mr. Hat Guy.
Hat Guy, I'm back!
Nothing.
Huh.
All right. I'll be right. Why would I be? Quit trying to...
The forest fairy.
Paimon just realized there's a lot fewer people around the... Does this boat have a name?
Huh?
They're usually...
Let's...
Huh? You want to name it after me?
Oh, you mean to wish...
Your princessin approves. The Turin. Let's go. Also,
Go on.
remember how Mom's...
Huh?
is...
Paimon thinks that's a great idea. If the...
I'm assuming...
I can protect myself. And I'll do what you say. I won't fly off on my own, I promise.
It'll be up to you to stick close.
Got it! I'll stick close.
Why don't you take the Durin? Now you've given it a name.
Are you leaving, Mini Durin? Oh, though our time...
What main Fräulein mean?
Cool.
Are you done yet?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. The next time...
The world remains constant for the centuries, but human life is like the dew.
Illusion shut! Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Strike! Storm the front! Shine down! There is no escape! Everybody stand back! Flash! Stop right there! Justice will prevail! Glory to the Shogun! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down! Let's light it up! Torn to oblivion! Storm the front! Teamwork is dreamwork! Final warning! Hands where I can see them! Now you shall perish! There is no escape! Let's light it up! Glory to the Shogun! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down! Quiver!
Disappear!
Nice and spicy! You're toast!
Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Wind blade! Yeah!
You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things up a little.
Wind blade!
Out of the frying pan, into the
Come a little closer. Don't be such a brute.
With the wind! Wind blade!
Boba, get them!
You are not welcome here.
With the wind!
Lucky today.
Don't get frostbite.
Nice and spicy!
Time to get to work.
Eat this! Race you!
to enjoy this too much.
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Drop your weapons! You asked for it! Strike! Storm the front!
Now you shall perish!
Final warning! Justice will prevail! Everybody stand back! No turning back!
Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
I'm going in! Hands where I can see them! Storm the front!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Everybody stand! Drop your weapons! Justice will prevail! No turning back!
Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Final warning! Hands where I can see! Quiver! Glory to the Shogun!
Your coming was foretold!
With the wind!
This boat will be frozen in time.
Filthy outsider!
Yep. Let's spark things up a
Nice and spicy!
Disappear! Windblade!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Freeze!
What's the hurry?
Care for a dance?
Cool it!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Dance with me!
Freeze!
Be a good audience, won't you?
The wind!
Not done yet!
Finally, some target practice.
Boba, get them!
Come a little closer.
Cool it!
I'm Kirara, a courier for Inazuma's Komani Express. Won't I get funny looks from people if I dress like this?
Illusion shot! Huh? I'm going in! You asked for it! No turning back! Inazuma shines eternal! Ha! Drop your weapons! Strike! Ha! Ow! There is no escape! Adventure!
Stop right there! Let's light it up! Drop your weapons! Justice will quiver! Glory to the Shogun!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Final warning! Off we go! Flash!
Illusion shattered!
Drop your weapons! Let's light it up!
There is no escape!
Finally. Done.
She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... You have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler? Oh, well, in that case, we should just plan on running away. We'll grab Linny and the others and we can make a break for it as fast as we can. Look! Look over there! Quick! Let's catch up with her before anyone sees! I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right?
Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that?
Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool, something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable, including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value, and you're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough.
You're saying the knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross.
I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
Mother?
But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again. If only Perry were here, she'd understand.
Perry. There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else. Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot.
It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Oh? What is it?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairview last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him. We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairview was talking about?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairvy seems to think the knave and the doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the counting on you to distract her. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. Alright, let's get to it.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without Child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now. Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out. Okay, then we probably...
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait. I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them. I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
But that's awful.
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable, and the punishment will be severe. Next time. It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like...
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned. Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time. It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette, so allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's drained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
exactly were you talking about? Paimon only heard you mention...
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Lenny, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay. Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Oh, shoot. Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going. Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyway. It's my fault, really. I was just trying to... nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Here. Your payment.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory, though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself. Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye!
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer? Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clairvy, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Then what can you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far. Wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay, sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree?
What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble. No one comes here anymore, nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now. Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Perouer would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
Oh no. What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Perouer weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Perouer suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Perouer could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained. Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Perouer. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. From that moment on, Perouer's journey... It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would...
Crucibina, you mean? But...
Correct. This is the place where Perouer killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place, the moment she acted. Any conception of what was right or wrong ceased. Perouer won the battle, and became a harbinger herself.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Perouer. Arlecchino is just a name you...
I left that name behind long ago. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with... And that is where the story ends.
Yeah. Based on what you...
I suppose you could call her an illusion. You see, a certain... Of course. Clairvy died when she was... Memory is a...
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it...
So if all of that is true, then you...
Indeed. But other times, shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes. The reason, but... No matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single spell.
Wait! Paimon can understand what... So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her for...
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. I hope you understand.
Is this really what you want to do?
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger makes you impulsive. Well, I do believe I've...
Here they are, Father.
Ah, you gonna act... Lenny!
I'm sorry, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her.
Huh? Are you...
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Father, let me...
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be overall
by traitors?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz. What?
Yes, Father. Secret midnight meet. Nantoy clearly. Sato added. Filial was the worst of them all.
I did not! You're lying!
It's not like I'm the... We're bird.
You little... You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Chaplo, have you
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die.
Liar.
We all live and a single betrayal can cost That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal.
You've been
Filial, Nantoy, I owe you both my life. I owe... If this were any...
Why?
That's enough, Filial. I'm sorry, Chaplo. Fultz. We...
Chaplo, according to the rules of the House of...
All those who betray the house...
And so it shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say?
Please we all come from but the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. So please, Father.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Linny. I also agree with Linny.
An order, once given, cannot... However...
Our weapon?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient...
Impossible. Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. If they lose the...
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow.
Oh. Looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the house.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less.
Storm the front!
Torn to oblivion!
Now that's more like it.
Now's our chance! With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Illusion Father's even stronger than I expected.
Off we go!
You asked for it!
Inazuma shines eternal! Trapped like a bunch of helpless animals. Look out! My blade is all that remains.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Stop right there!
Strike! No turning back!
Torn to oblivion!
Watch out for Father's movement! Look out! Suntown is only the beginning.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know.
No! I'm sorry, Father!
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack. Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
A crimson moon? I can't move.
Still, not strong enough to beat me. I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we... Brother!
Lenny!
Given that I am the victor of this duel.
No!
I never thought things would...
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave...
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for.
Wonderful.
Bottled flame?
Indeed. Once ingested, if you can in other words, administering this... Memory is a mysterious...
So, you're just letting us...
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die. And our secret...
Even so, I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow...
Of course.
Dry your tears.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, full. I prepared 3 Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, thank you.
Father.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Lemmy.
Thank you.
Clairvy.
Can we talk now? You really are Perry, aren't you? Wait.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least...
Oh.
Huh? That's it? You...
Yep. Plus, can you tell me about...
You never stopped. At first, no one. Later on, you... Still, you never... But you called on... You tried everything. For the last 16...
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down, but somehow, I still think I understand. According to me, if I could do it...
Is that so? But as the head of... It's something I discussed with the... Of course, I won't...
That's more than... You know, Perry? I think you're a pretty... I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places.
Really? Of course!
You know, playing the lute... Ah, that's... If I had some... It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother... she probably...
The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were...
Oh no!
Don't worry. We were able to turn the situation around.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me!
Okay.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Clairvy. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to...
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her, but a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? What?
Father, the bottled
And you?
Lynette and Fred.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you, I must admit.
You're
brave. You would do anything.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero? Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all... I'm not deserving...
You're wrong. In my opinion, we may have different... Even without that...
Father...
No one knows if reaching a certain standard. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions.
I understand.
Children must... The road ahead is not an...
You've done so much for me, Father. And that protecting my...
Then you're welcome to... Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks... The House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadow. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no... As for the two of you, no matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope...
Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Bouffe d'été? Oh, Paimon wonders how they're doing. Maybe we should go check. Remine? How are you feeling?
Much better. What about you?
I knew you'd Oh, Linny and the other members have left.
I see.
I'm glad Father came.
Wait, what?
Crucibina. When a couple of months.
Father took in...
The last time you talked...
She said she didn't want the foundation, and that's what Father...
But I still think if Father hadn't taken over...
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. But we may have
whether the path... So I wanted...
Oh, we didn't do anything.
Of course.
Are Filio and Nento...
I actually saw them at a cap... They didn't recognize... They seemed...